Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Fall of the Republic 1.2 preview playthrough as the Republic. In the last episode, we suffered some setbacks when the CIS decided to attack some of our planets, which I thought was kind of rude, but I can't change the past. All we can do is get ready to attack more of their planets down here, though we did send Yularen up to take command of this fleet with Gantrathor, our Mandator. So we are going to continue with that. We're going to probably send the Ozzel force north as our army for the north. And how's Yoda? These guys, I'm probably going to leave right there for now. We've got Trench over on Pracetlin, which we will probably need to kill him eventually. But I'm going to leave him there for now. To stop us from needing... yeah, I'm going to get another tax agency on Pracetlin to stop us from losing influence from blockades. But I'm going to combine... Well, do I want to combine this fleet with the... Yeah, once we're on the offensive, we're going to move these ships into the Rothana fleet. But we need those... We need those Invincibles first. I think I'm going to grab an ATOT company and another UTAT. We haven't used too many of these new ones just yet. So I'm going to get an ATAP as well. Whoever's saying it takes about 1 hour to save any games when I play. So that can happen for a few reasons. Not all of them are fully discovered yet. Oh, we can also grab an HAAT. It's that one. But part of it would be if you have the game installed on any drive but your C drive, or if you have an antivirus running while you're trying to save, that can slow it down considerably. So trying to troubleshoot those would be a good place to start. Roche. We do want to get Mon Calamari's fleet ready to go. I'll buy the Praetor here. We haven't gotten a Praetor. Or actually, you know what? Let's go with... We need to get the rest of these. Order 66. Parameter 2. This is fine. And then we'll get Praetor there. Baiting Ethor again. That'll probably be successful. So I won't worry too much about it. I don't want to leave this open, because then Trench can get out. I think going for Tatooine first would be good. Well, let's have a space presence on Ethor. And as soon as the level 1 station's done here, we'll be able to move. Oh, they've integrated Mutalinst. So that's the banking clan has been fully integrated. That means there's just one left for that, which will give them Seleucami, Felucia, and Mercana for the Commerce Guild. There's 2 left there. Well, actually, we can just go because the ground units are still there on Novon. We'll still need to build the structure on the next one. That. Yeah, and it's just the Golan. We can take Geonosis out. Then we can take Tatooine. So the Clanker.
Setting up my run, sir.
Should have maybe sent these guys out first so we could block the Protons.
This is it.
Oh well.
Jump the light speed.
Copy that, sir. Your favorite pelter, respond.
Closing on the target.
Anyone in need of repairs?
Ready
It is a dreadnought shipyard, so
Ready to deliver.
have the garrisons to deal with.
Your orders? Preparing assault salvo. Incoming. All lights are
Alright,
green.
bombers. Get in on the Golan.
Ready for command.
Mark 170s as well.
Ready to deliver. Stand clear. Main cannons charged. We should clear the area.
Our wings, don't swing back.
Sir, cruising speed. Online. Awaiting your orders, sir. Radio, your orders.
And anything that can, use powder weapons.
Let's blow something up.
Don't turn around.
Acquiring target. Time to die. Sir, we've searched the site.
Got the shields mostly down here.
Taking the offensive. Ready for command. Sir,
Okay. Bombers. I'm gonna send the bombers after the shipyard now.
fighters heading toward us. Attacking target.
You on that?
Ready for attack
You on the moon or on the Rakusan as well.
Crush those scum. Reporting.
Coburn, can you please like face the right
Standing
direction?
by. For the Republic. Cruiser here at your command. Moving to attack.
The Hapens around during the Clone Wars. Yep, they still controlled. They've had their territory for about 4,000 years.
Ready to deliver. Moving into attack position.
So they did exist. Though some ships like the Nova, they hadn't made yet. Some of their stuff was like explicitly later. The Nova, the Beta.
Battle station.
So if we did make a Hapen faction for Fall of the Republic, it'd probably be some slightly different assets. Some carry over, some like older variants, but it'd be different. Yeah, some CIS Starfighter designers, I think, specifically
Your orders?
went joined the Hapens.
Yes, sir. I'll clear the waters.
We got you covered. Pelter frigate,
Signal
respond.
coming through. Enemy starfighters coming in fast. Let's go. We've reached the base perimeter, sir.
Alright, stay on this.
Enemy a target. Clearing the waters. This is the captain.
Get back if you can.
All lights are green.
You're gonna die. Which is not ideal for you, as far as I know.
What is it, sir? Setting intercept course.
Pelter frigate here. Focus fire on that target.
Your orders, General. We've lost the squad mate. Sir, holding position.
Stay on there.
Ready for
We did lose that one. I'm gonna pull you back.
ready to deliver.
You won't die.
Clear. Depleting our reinforcements. Our reinforcements are being depleted.
Okay.
Union ships. Knock it off. Rocket. At your command. Your orders? Standing by. Radio channel. Reinforcements.
Plenty of supplies to
Our
go around.
reinforcements are being depleted. Sir, we've searched the site. Commencing attack on towers. Our reinforcements are taking casualties.
Alright, you can stay on that Rakusan. It doesn't really have any weapons left, so we're not going to be that worried about them.
All lights are green.
But we're just slowly assaulting and peppering these guys. The Rakusan has some anti-fighter, so those bombers aren't entirely safe. I think they've already lost a good number per squadron, but they're still able to do some work on the shipyard there.
Ready for command.
Alright, and now on to
Yes, Admiral.
that last Mooney. Well, it's technically not the last one. The last one with actual weapons left. That one is just a laser cannon at this point.
They're in our sight.
Ultra heavy.
Ready to deliver. We've lost the moving into attack position. He's right behind me.
Okay.
Preparing assault salvo.
Providence.
Bravo 4. It should be
Houston.
deployed shortly. Your orders?
The fighter containers just get fixed in dev. If you mean in Fall of the Republic where they were like stacked, that did get fixed. I think that got hot fixed. For TR, we're not finished the container switching. I mean there. The containers being the thing that makes ships prefer to target some weird stuff. I mean, I've explained that in a few videos already, so I won't go into too much more depth here than saying stuff.
We need you to clear the area in order to proceed. The entrance should be open momentarily.
There.
Really? But it has got towards their laser cannons.
There it is.
Firing. Control. Blasting target. Enemy reinforcements. Blasters charged. Sir, incoming transmission. Ready for commence. Cannons charged.
I think you wanted that other
I think since our last recording session, Captain Shack did start a playthrough in the live version of Fall of the Republic as well. I need to send him the fighter changes preview, because I do know one problem that he's always had with TR. Like, he's someone who definitely prefers fighters penetrating shields, but I think we'll also like the changes in point 2. I was asking, are boarding shuttles going to be added in FOTR? So, if we include boarding in FOTR, like the ship capturing version, that would be a Hutt thing when we do the Hutts. They'd be the only faction of the 3 that we'd want to put that on. There was a lot of like boarding actions that happened in the Clone Wars, but that wasn't really to like capture and use ships. Those were usually just like running around to kill people on an enemy ship. So if we wanted to do anything with that, that'd be more of like a mission thing. But yeah.
Construction complete.
It'd be a HUD only thing for if you want to take stuff over. It looks like our fleet's actually here in a second.
Tactical battle imminent.
So we get to use our Mandator 2 to shut down that Lucrehulk.
Look, the droids we're looking for.
Yeah, Shaq does a good job with the intros and everything.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, here comes the Gantry Thor Mandator 2 edition. Galarin off to the side. Totally tubular. Plagueis' private yacht. And small space triangle. Did the Hutts have a navy still during the Clone Wars? So the Hutts always had a bit of a navy around. Even after they disarmed, they had a navy that protected Butana Hutta. So they had some dedicated warships for that, including some of their own designs, and like under the Empire, they still commissioned new designs and stuff. So they were never completely out. It was just, in their estimation, it was better for them to focus on like economic power projection rather than military power. But when you have that much economic power, it's not that hard to go the other direction. Did we just get that? Fuck. So close. Like, they didn't become fully rearmed until later with the like the post-Vong War stuff, where they were like actively were the Hutt Empire again now. But they did always have some forces present, which is why their government mechanics will be based around that transition as well. So certain ship types will only become available to them in Sponge Revenge and in Fall of the Republic after they kind of like activate, which requires them feeling threatened. So like as a story element in Fall of the Republic, as a government mechanic in Fall of the Republic, if you fuck with the Hutts too much, they become like the awakened Hutts and get access to some other designs. Some stuff that's like technically like here.
Watch your flanks. All stations ready.
We get to kill some ground units. Space.
Cruiser here.
gonna have the Black Sun Pirates as well as the Hutt will all be together. The Black Sun don't really make sense as a faction in our mods. They never really had a military, never really controlled territory. There's nothing we can really give them that makes sense. Like, people often just want a pirate faction, but the way we do the mods, there's nothing to give them. Like, we have so many faction options that trying to shoehorn them in doesn't really make much sense. Like, especially in Fall of the Republic, where it's like the way people usually try to make pirate faction work is just giving someone a bunch of Clone Wars stuff or a bunch of like Mandalorian stuff or just whatever assortment of other non-standard stuff. But, like, typically we have the factions that those non-standard things came from, and when it's the Clone Wars, you can't give a faction outdated Clone Wars units, make them seem piratey, because it is the Clone Wars. That's when it's all like top of the line. And like they were never a faction that had any sort of like political control or military control. In the Thrawn's Revenge period, they're almost a non-factor. Like, they got mostly shut down before the Empire died, and there were some attempts to like restart it, but that was again much smaller scale, and they were a pirate organization. They weren't a military faction.
Building under construction.
No, the Black Sun isn't being rolled into the Hutts. Like, the point of doing the Hutts as a faction isn't to make the Hutts like a collective military or collective criminal faction. It's to make the Hutts. So we're not just trying to find a place to shoehorn the Black Sun in. If they showed up anywhere, it would be like just a mission here, a story element or something where it makes sense. Not trying to like roll up, here is this collective criminal faction. That's not really what we're going for. There are plenty of mods that do that, and it's nothing against them. It's just that's not how we're approaching them. Not really what we're looking for. Alright, we are... Where's Anakin? All over here.
Cruiser here.
The inevitable is at hand.
Unit in production.
Mines, repairs, we got you covered.
Shakti's forces have done enough down here. Move the E's down there, and I want to see what's going on with Geonosis. And how's our production at Mon Cal going? Okay, let's get some extra defenses there, because we're going to be moving this fleet out. What do we have on the ground? That's what we're going to need.
Constructing. Enlisting.
We need some ground forces if Master Fisto is going to do anything good there.
Construction complete.
They actually managed to get Porus Tonith down here in Kintival. A lucky spawn for them. Actually, it's a lucky spawn for us, because we're going to be able to go kill that. Got them split up from the main forces. It's a lot of ATs. They don't have much outside of the structures. Okay. Geonosis time. Kill Ventress, kill some buildings. Django is a potential CIS hero, because technically it starts concurrent with the Battle of Geonosis, so it wouldn't be a given necessarily that he dies there.
Get ready to move in.
I was about to say that. See how they like a little blaster fire.
He was part of the initial roster announcements with Fall of the Republic. You go and read the first news post we ever did for the mod.
I don't have a lot of patience for thugs.
Troublemaker.
Yeah, take that.
Alright. You can go kill that.
I'd
Anakin,
rather kiss
stay
Gargoyle in
there.
a hut than be here.
Close range assault. Defensive position.
We use the A6 to kill a couple of these on the way out.
Enemy behind.
Follow my lead and we'll all make it home. No one's complaining about being impulsive now.
Get ready to move in.
Alright, Obi-Wan,
Just like old times.
some clones, and another A6. We haven't used much. Or we haven't used our A6s for much. We've talked a lot about limiting them, like having build limits for the A6s, but I've been thinking of something else for them that I'd rather do, which
You know a great deal about the Jedi.
I had a vote for it with the team where I only put one option, which was to do it, so we still have to have an actual discussion about whether that's the right way to do it, but I think it is. I'm gonna just refer to it in vague ways until it actually happens.
Now we're even.
You have the power, but it will never bring you solace.
Lock it down. Pull the Republic. Iron guns online.
More hives and nests and all that stuff. I think we can just hold here.
The dark side is a path
You
to
want kill that.
self-destruction.
Look around, stay sharp. Shield deployed. Take it on exit.
Because unfortunately, I don't just like go and do whatever I want. Sadly,
I must be ready to face Count Dooku.
that'd be so much more work.
I've got you.
Come back for a little remedial training, have you?
Troublemaker.
Who has the time to do the whole module scheme? No one.
Starting kill sweep.
So instead, we have to try to come to group decisions.
You haven't exactly impressed me so far. The Sith have no hope of defeating the Jedi.
I recommend we deal with them first.
It was probably a waste of a bombing run.
I'd
Oh
rather
well.
my defensive
Alright,
form
Obi-Wan,
bother you.
you can go do that. We still need to kill some more hives. Do they have a structure down here?
I don't have a lot of patience for thugs.
In and far.
Anakin is not a fan of the thug life.
Warfire ready. Get ready to move in. Got droids over there.
Okay, no, they just happen to have some other units down here.
Going in tight.
Following Horton.
Auto. Online. Watch those wrist rockets. They won't make it easy.
You handle yourself well. Try not to drop your weapon this time, Anakin.
Anakin, get over and help Obi-Wan. You're not actually anywhere useful right now.
Ready.
I heard you were looking
Oh, look
for
at
a
that.
Jedi.
You should be able to kill Ventress.
All right. I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Now we're even. Fire
Okay, wait, actually, we gotta do that.
One transmission from Master.
Yeah, you should absolutely wipe the floor with Ventress. Okay, come on. One more, two more hits.
With my death,
There it is.
dark side will only grow stronger.
Take it easy, my dear. I'm trying to help you.
You won't be. Close range assault.
More vehicles.
Guns online.
Get over there.
One transmission from Master.
They're gonna follow us in anyways. And
You're quicker than you look.
we can move
Darth
over to
Sidious will
here.
not destroy the Republic. The Jedi will stop him.
There it is.
The Force is with us.
I'm actually going to grab that so we can get our other 2 slots used a bit quicker. Not that it should matter. I think we got this.
This is so unfair.
Is it unfair? They're droids. You just want to kill droids. One of your favorite pastimes. What are the good times?
He would be very proud.
Right, and get that other structure. Damn.
I wish Master Qui-Gon could see what you become. He would be very proud.
Mr. Qui-Gon.
Skywalker, on site and ready to assist.
Any plans to add more planets? There are always more planets being.
This is where the fun begins.
We'll probably make a progressive map that's 1 step larger than the current ones we have. As well. Like, we don't have... We're not gonna, like, increase the size of the ones that are already there that much. If at all. Maybe a couple swaps. But... we have... So the way we actually code planets is automated, where we have a spreadsheet that has a bunch of information that we put in, and then we just generate that. So it's relatively easy for us to add new planets, and we basically just add whatever we think we're going to need for upcoming Galactic Conquest, upcoming factions, upcoming mods, and yeah.
You perceive the force as little as a spoon perceives a taste of food. Could this be a victory for Obi-Obi?
Obi-Obi?
Good job.
Hmm. There be many new influence units added to TR? Yep. They're influence units, things that are meant as like solely influence units, are usually not a huge priority, because we have like so many core rosters for different factions to flesh out. But there will be more influence stuff coming. That'll be more of a Fall of the Republic thing when we get to it first. Just thinking of like anything we have directly planned for influence units. Mostly FOTR oriented right now. Is Mon Calamari going to be getting a rework? Not sure what you mean. Do you mean the map?
The battle is ours.
Alright, there's Geonosis. And before we move on, we're not done just yet, but I do want to save just in case. Because that splits them up into just having Tatooine, Hypori, and Ryloth down here. So with the Mandator moving north, with the soon-to-be attack on Hypori in the south, we're in pretty good shape now. It's going much better than last episode.
Constructing.
Alright, let's see what they have over on Hypori.
Moving into positions on your command.
That's an okay fleet. Thank you, Nacho, for subscribing for 24 months in a row. Appreciate it. That is 2 years. Exactly. I know math. Thank you, Nacho. Can't believe it's been 2 years. Off there. I want to take some of their shipyards. Not sure if we want Q-Trick first. I think we kind of do want Q-Trick first. All right, let's take a shipyard out, and then we're gonna stick with that.
Construction complete.
Constructing.
Yeah, the ATOT there probably won't be using that. We're getting ready for the assaults. They have a bulwark 2 here. It's a pretty good fleet. Looks like, at least. DH on me, so we can't leave. Bulwark 2. I mean, not as good as a Mandator 2.
On your order.
Galarin. Vegas Private Yacht. Devastator. Democratic Warlord Star. Small Space Triangle. Wasp.
Yes. Prepare for battle. Enemy fighter.
We do have to be careful of the garrisons here as well.
Whatever it was they were looking for, it looks like they already found it.
The ATOT function like AT8 here, not really. So yeah, it has unit deployment, but it's more of a dedicated like transport.
Negative, sir.
Whereas the AT-AT can't do that.
Enemy in range. Go ahead, sir.
So it's more of a supportive unit.
Enemy in range. Nominal status.
A dedicated supportive vehicle.
Yes.
I'm gonna move Gantrathor up that way. Because we're getting through the bulwark. Okay, you guys, get DH on me, please. You stupid.
Yes. Battle stations.
Ready yourself. Hold your position.
Our Quentin's here.
This is the captain.
The ion cannon's on the acclimators. Not on the Mandator though, so that's fine.
I have the target in sight. Negative, sir. Hostile ahead.
But these circumstances call for drastic measures.
Got you on the comm. Locked on target.
Alright, you guys have got to group up on the diamonds. Diamonds are not in fact forever.
Move, General.
Can't let them think they are.
Now that's how it's done. Captain here. Nominal status. We've got
Yes.
Sensors
I am a
picking
bit
up an enemy
surprised
squadron
at the
approaching up
reckless
ahead.
nature of your tactics.
Alright,
Standing by.
that's the diamonds.
Reading you.
Diamonds done, diamonds down.
That takes care of that one.
There.
I can't do that. They just don't learn, do they? This is the captain. Vectoring to the enemy. Enemy units approaching. Their reinforcement
Give it-
has been cut off. I can't do that. Intercepting. Objective acquired.
Alright, this guy's just been sitting here on like no health. There we go.
What's your plan?
Alright, there's one of their northern shipyards.
Commence attack.
Sir, our concentrated fire seems to be having effect. Training weapons on target. Take the shot now! Fall back! Now back to packs will regenerate.
And there we go.
Shooting trooper! Stop this! We've got interceptors! The separatists have cut off our reinforced hold-up. Incoming!
Okay. 2 more hard points there. Couple little ships left.
Got you on the comm.
Not the literal thousands that it can beat in cannon, but you know.
On target. You've got one on you. Soldier behind.
Such a wild, not like... Mandators, I think the one bit of lore that they actually do get is that, was it,
Captain here.
could beat 1,000 recusants,
Nominal status.
which doesn't, it really just doesn't work in the population calculations of EAW. That'd be very tricky to represent.
They're losing reinforcements.
I'm not sure what the
This is Admiral
volume calculations on that either
Battle
are,
stations.
but you know,
Beta squadron reporting in. Good work. Reinforcements have arrived.
that's Star Wars for you. Numbers are meaningless.
Reinforcements have just appeared on long-range
Launch the
sensors.
fighters. All All ships, fire at will.
Cover fire. We've cut off the enemy's reinforcements.
Alright,
Got advanced
cool diamonds. Diamonds have, like, steadily become more and more like, I mean, one of my favorite units. But especially with the point defense changes, just so good.
Forward shields!
Love me some diamonds.
Signal coming through. They won't know what hit them. There's too many of them.
Right. Over there. I think a single diamond could probably beat 1,000 recusants as well.
Enemy detected.
We might be small, but we pack a punch.
Separatist forces have lost.
Okay. That's it. All dead.
Batteries fired.
Get over there.
Should be open momentarily.
I may like you, Diamond, but you're still dead.
Battle is ours.
Alright, let's take a look at what's sitting around here. Their military is slightly better than ours again. Planets are down quite a bit. There's 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have a thing for this. What am I doing? CIS has 19 planets left. Commerce Guild has 10. That doesn't seem right. No, 3. Okay, that's 10% military. So that's 22 planets. So I think we are gonna have 2 more streams worth. We might end up doing 1 more regular episode recording session next Monday, and then the final stream I'll just do live on YouTube, taking out everything that's left. But that's going to do it for the Republic for today. So for those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. There will be, I guess, 2 more regular episodes, and then that finale stream. Depending on how that works out, I'll confirm it at the end of the next recording stream and see where we stand. But for those watching on Twitch, we are going to go and record some Pentastar alignment. So see you in a minute. Bye, everyone.